You either breathe oxygen into the room or you suck it out of the room. In this particular video, we're talking about emotional atmosphere, the kind that hits you the moment you step into the shift. You know what I mean. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to set the tone instead of absorbing it. You'll learn how to protect your emotional space and lead with presence, even if the environment is toxic. Yes, even if it's toxic. So let's talk about it a little bit. So, what energy are you bringing in the room? Let's all take an assessment of the type of energy that we bring into the room. I love this oxygen metaphor. You see, because some people are a breath of fresh air. Do you know those kind of people? I know those kind of people. I really try hard to be that type of person. They bring calm into the room, they bring encouragement, they bring clarity. And others, oh my gosh, they drain the very life out of you, out of the room, with complaints, with chaos, with low energy. Like always something is going wrong. You know what? You might not be able to control the assignment sometimes, but you can control the atmosphere around you. As a nurse, I always wanted to be the one that was the difference maker. I would have horrific report from my peers about a patient that is being very difficult or whatever the thing is. But I'm sitting there, I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, gosh. I immediately say within myself, I'm going to be the one that makes a difference. I'm going to be the one that cracks the code to their heart and become that person that they've been looking for. Well, let me tell you some symptoms of a negative environment, which I don't really think I really need to do that, but let's put it in as a reminder because sometimes we get sucked into these different things. Gossip in the break room. Are you hearing gossip in the break room, even about one another? That passive aggressive tone at report. Anybody been there, done that? What about the heavy sighs and the eye rolling and the shortness with those that we are called to serve? I know I hate saying this even out of my mouth. It really hurts my heart, but I've seen it, I've witnessed it, and I'm sure you have too. You see, you set the weather when you enter the room. I can come in and be sunshine, or I can come in and be gloom and doom. Well, let's move over to authenticity, my heart framework. So the A is for authenticity. You want to lead with your inner climate, and that's why personal development is so important because your internal peace in the midst of external chaos is something that you can cultivate, that you can build. Your internal climate will either regulate or escalate what's happening around you. You see, I want you to be the eye in the middle of a storm. And let's talk about the eye in the middle of a storm for a second. When you think about the eye in the middle of a storm, you know, if there's a storm going on, they say that there is an eye in the middle of the storm. So you got a storm, a hurricane or tornado. I mean, just I'm imagining like a tornado or something like that, just going and going and going. And in the middle of that storm, there's always an eye in that storm, and that is the stillest place in the storm. So if you can get to the eye, you're in the middle of the storm. If you can be the stillness in the midst of it, you'll be able to see beyond the debris. And that is what you want. You want to be able to see beyond the things that are happening around you. You have got to get to a place where you can see beyond the debris. I wanted to repeat that and repeat that because that is critical for you to learn. You guys know I always like to give you a little short little tool, but the atmosphere anchoring ritual, and this is done before your shift even begins. You want to ground yourself, your hands on your heart, and do some breath work before you come in. Just take the time to give yourself a nice hug and a nice kiss by breathing, by making sure you set an intention. I want you to choose a word. It can be peace, it can be strength, it can be love, it can be clarity. And then you want to say this: I bring undisturbed composure into the room. You fill in the blank. I bring love into the room. I bring peace into the room. I bring calm into the room, whatever it is that you want to bring into the room. Now let's talk about the E and the T. Protect your atmosphere at all costs. Protect your atmosphere. You're not required to join every complaint session. Who told you that you have to be a part of it? You're allowed to change the subject. You're allowed to step out and reset. You see, I choose to edify. I choose to encourage. I choose to empower. I choose to inspire. I am not going to get involved of the nasty conversations because it is an energy drainer. You see, I don't want to get involved in that because those types of things, because I'm protecting my energy, they drain you. And so you have to get to a space where you're protecting your energy, because you get up, you're loaded and you're ready, but you have to protect your peace and your energy. Now here's something else. This is called the atmosphere shift phrase. When the negativity starts, when the drama starts, why don't you try to say, if there's somebody talking to you and they got all this negativity, why don't you say, let's focus on what we can do today. See, I'm protecting my peace. Mind if we talk about something a little bit lighter, or just breathe and walk away? Because some people are going to do it regardless of whether you tell them not to do it or not. That gives you power to take control of your environment and to continue to maintain your healing environment that you're carrying, that you want to deliver to your patients and to others as well. You know, leadership is the courage to regulate the energy in the room, even when others don't. It is so critical for you to learn how to regulate the energy in my room. That's why I love heart math and caring science and all of the things that help you to come back to center. See, I want to be known for my presence. My presence, I want to be known that I bring peace into the environment. I bring love into the environment. I bring healing into the environment. I don't want to be known as, oh my gosh, here comes this person. They're so negative. You don't even want to be around them. We have an identity. We have a nursing identity to walk in power, to walk in authority, to walk in love, to walk in all of the things that we know that our patients deserve and our workforce deserves. Our workplaces can be so much better if we all took ownership for the way that we showed up, what energy we bring into the room. So let's see here. If you're ready to be the oxygen and not the chaos, and if you already are that, because I know that there's so many of you that are, I want you to just like this video for me. Also, why don't you comment below, what word will you carry into your next shift? I just want you to play in my comment section for a minute. Tell me, what word will you carry into your next shift, your next meeting, your next interaction? What word is it? And you know the word because it's been stirring in you. Let's start a movement of breath bringers. Bring that word into the environment. Well, thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to kind of deep dive into emotional contagion in healthcare. What you carry affects what you create. Until then, remember, you have the power to shift the room with just your presence. Breathing, breath, peace in, breath, peace out. Breathe it in, that peace, that love, whatever it is. And you can also breathe it out just to keep yourself infused with the love and to keep loving on you. Well, let me recap. Nurses will walk away with a vivid metaphor that sticks. Be the oxygen. I want you to be the oxygen when you come into the room. I also gave you tools to anchor your energy before the shift and scripts to shift the tone of negative conversations. You are nobody's garbage can, and permission to protect your peace without an apology. Okay, until next time.